Dredge, still a very viable, good deck. Tomaijko has had one heck of a tournament, has been the number one player most of this week. I know Sam Thompson was undefeated for quite a while, but once we got deeper into the tournament, Tomaijko was in first place, and now we're going to watch him play against Colin Mullay, and this should be good. This should be good, as our players are going to begin things, semifinals. Oliver's going to sacrifice a Wooded Foothills and get himself a stomping ground. Faithless Looting, obviously not a bad place to start. We'll see if he does want to start with the powerful sorcery, and he will. He'll draw 2 cards and discard 2 here in just a moment. Looks like a Stinky and a Thug. Perhaps maybe even a Bloodghast instead as we head over to Connor. It's a Mountain and a Faithless Looting for him as well. Both these players, they get it.
Yep. It is the combo here is a card with Dredge and then a way to put it into the graveyard, which both players have done. Another Bloodghast coming off the Dredge, another Stinkweed Imp to play with. It's heating up.
Copperline Gorge, Bloodghasts are back. And I think we're going to go Cathartic. We are. There goes a Stinkweed Imp and an Archamoeba, so let's dredge big time. Bloodghast, Life from the Loam, a land, and an Archamoeba trigger. Let's go again. Stinky. It's a Bloodghast. Blood Crypt, Shriekhorn, Prized Amalgam, Conflagrate, Last One, Best One. Thug, Dark Blast, Faithless Looting. All right, not bad. Archamoeba will enter the battlefield from the trigger, which means Amalgam will be joining it in just a moment. You see Tomaijko already setting that over there. The rest of the cards go to the graveyard, and that's going to do it. Let's see if Connor can keep up, as he's got a Dredge 5 now. Golgari Thug, Stinkweed Imp, Bloodghast of his own, Shriekhorn, Life from the Loam. Seen better. No Creeping Chills for either player, notably.
Yeah, but you kind of, early on, you want to be dredging the way that Tomaijko has, which is just a ton on the battlefield. You'll hit the Creeping Chills eventually. Cathartic Reunion is really the thing that breaks it open here. It's a little on the slow side. It's vulnerable to discard and counter spells in a way that a lot of your cards aren't, but what you get is just a ton of bulk discard and dredging, and in this matchup, that's what it's all about.
It's a Bloodstained Mire. Going to get back those Bloodghast, and then we're going to head back over to Oliver Tomaijko. Now there are some Creeping Chills. I think it just one? Yeah, he found a Creepy Chill, so Oliver will gain 3 life. Connor's going to lose 3. Golgari Thug in Oliver's hand. Oliver quite a few cards in hand, working towards a large Conflagrate. And in order to do that, he'll play a Life from the Loam.
Yeah, this is kind of the rhythm that you want kind of setting up for turn 4, which is do a bunch of dredging early on, get some pressure on the battlefield, set up Loam, and then turn 4 Loam plus Conflagrate to finish off after you've gotten in some combat damage and dealt a little bit of damage with Creeping Chill.
That's more Bloodghast that are coming back. Here's another copy of Faithless Looting. Dredge 3, 1 is Amalgam, 2 is a Blood Crypt, 3 is a Creeping Chill. Let's trigger that again. Now we'll dredge a Dark Blast. 1 is a Cathartic Reunion, 2 is a Bloodstained Mire, 3 is a Scalding Tarn. So, got to discard 2 cards here, does Tomaijko. He will discard 2 copies of Stinkweed Imp. There's the Creeping Chill. He'll separate his graveyard, do the things that Oliver does. Most notably, here for Connor, he can't do any blocking because Bloodghast can't block. So there will be some attacks that, of course, sail through. I don't know what you're reaching those Bloodghasts for. Yeah, try again, bud.
No, your deck doesn't do that.
Yeah.
Doesn't do that.
Bloodstained Mire here for Connor. He'll sacrifice that, get a land out of his deck. But I do think we're probably going to see a turn 4 kill here, from Oliver, unless something strange happens.
It's really hard for this deck to miss on turn 4, assuming that the draw has been cooperative and there's no disruption, and both of those have been the case so far for Oliver.
I would say this draw has been very cooperative. Connor going to do some dredging here. Stinkweed Imp is going to show you a Golgari Thug, a couple of lands, another Stinkweed Imp, and a Creeping Chill. Connor's up to 9, Oliver's down to 20. This is how Magic was meant to be played.
It's a beautiful game.
You're having some difficulty. The people can't see you. You're having some difficulty here. What's the problem?
What's
wrong?
I'm
Talk to me.
I'm agnostic about any of that.
Talk to me.
It's, just most of the game actions being taken by these players are just flipping over cards off the top of their deck.
How about a Narcomoeba? What do you think about that?
That's exciting.
Stomping Ground. Stinkweed, Prized Amalgam. Trigger, coming soon. Dark Blast. Another Narcomoeba. Another Amalgam. Cathartic Reunion, Faithless Looting. Faithless Looting, flash it back. You get it? You put it in the graveyard, then you can still cast it. You get it.
Can't Tomaijko just Dark Blast these Narcomoebas and kill Connor here?
Well, that is an option.
Or just Conflagate for
there you go.
100,000 damage.
Correct. He's working on that. Give
also
the young man a second.
He also gets to get the other Bloodcast back.
Oh, all his Bloodcasts are out there.
And they have hate.
No,
he's already got them.
How dare you think he doesn't have all four? Stinkweed Imp is going to dredge a little bit here. No Creeping Chills or Narcomoebas on that one. Oliver smooth with the operations. Going to separate those piles. Life and Lone's going to get 3 lands back. There's already a Conflagrate in the bin. There's a basic mountain.
Connor just out here playing it out.
Not anymore, he's not. Blowtorch you with Conflagrate. We are a dunzo. Oliver Tomaijko going to win game number 1 here over Connor Mullay. Dredge Mirror goes to the player on the left, who, oh, by the way, got second place last weekend in Syracuse and is 1 game away from the finals.
What's nice about that flurry of dredging and damage there at the end, Tomaijko either would not or could not make eye contact with his opponent. It's a classic dredge win.
I think maybe more importantly, should not.
Keep the head down.
Yeah, and just keep working.
just keep your head down.
There you go. That's important. Just keep going. Just keep doing your thing.
All right, let's bring up.
They're coming.
Let's bring up the sideboards.
I think we should have a nice sideboard split of just 2 ley lines and nothing else.
Yeah,
on the side. But there actually are a few.
Just strike through and redact it over all the other cards.
There are a few relevant cards.
All right.
On both sides here. We're going to start with Connor. Sideboard will be coming on screen for our lovely viewers at home in just a moment. 1 Damping Sphere, 1 Abrupt Decay, 3 Ancient Grudge, 4 Lightning Axe, 3 Nature's Claims, 2 Thoughtseize, and a Ghost Quarter.
You probably want a little bit of ley line protection here. And the Nature's Claims can also go after Shriekhorn. Not ideal, but you need to have a little something here to interact with ley line. So,
how about this? How about
even on the play? No, never mind. Excuse me.
What were you going to say?
Nothing.
I was going to talk about Thoughtseize. Should I not?
That was also what I was going to talk about.
Yeah. I was thinking about, I don't know, maybe I'll play Thoughtseize you?
No, we're old.
That's probably
don't worry that way.
That's probably not good.
No.
4 Nature's Claims, 3 Lightning Axe, 3 Ancient Grudge, 2 Leyline of the Void, a Blast Zone, an Assassin Trophy, and an Alpine Moon for Oliver.
The ley lines, I guess. Maybe the Blast Zone and or the Assassin's Trophy, they seem bad to me, but maybe the Lightning Axes too. They do have text boxes in the matchup, but I think you just want to be pure engine. The ley lines, obviously, worth mulliganing for. Total KO here against Connor, with the exception of a couple disenchants in his sideboard.
I will say there is one really nice thing here for Oliver, which is since we have open deck list, he knows he doesn't have to worry about ley lines, so he doesn't have to bring any of this stuff in.
No, he doesn't have to. Usually you have to preemptively bring in some amount of your anti-ley line stuff just on spec out of respect for the possibility here. Tomaijko gets to keep it pretty lean.
All right, folks. Last time, best time, weekly sale. Talk to me. You can save on some cards. You want to save on some cards? You can do that for this sale up until 10:59 East Coast time, 10:59 a.m. East Coast time. Hundreds of new singles on sale starting at 11 a.m. East Coast time. That's tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Memorial Day? Do you know that, by the way?
I do know that. I'm off from work. We're going to have a nice little family. I get back to Denver pretty early tomorrow morning.
I didn't know it was Memorial Day until Thursday.
Yeah.
Because holidays I don't even think about it. My boss was like, yo, you got work off. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Because you just go so hard at it. You don't even know.
I don't even know some of the time.
I don't even know. I don't know the day of the week. I don't know what time it is. All I know is I'm on the grind.
Always on the grind.
On my hustle, on the gram, posting, viewing posts, Twitter, using hashtags, increasing my presence.
That's right.
Various platforms, cross energies, you name it. Go.starcgames.com/sale. Come back tomorrow. New sale in spite of Memorial Day. We'll still update it. Come check it out. New stuff on sale.
That was a really hard sell in social media marketing. I'm really proud of you.
Yeah, I know.
And I don't think there's one person who hates social media marketing more than you. Snaps. Don't forget about the snaps, dog.
I don't know. I'm a hypocrite about it. Like
them TikToks. You seen that one?
I don't. I have not.
I don't really know how it works.
You know, I'm on Twitter and I have a personal Facebook, and I have this like anti-brand that I still use Twitter to leverage sometimes. So, who am I to say? I'm a swine just like the rest of them.
Yeah, you know what? You know why you have Twitter? Because it's great.
No, it's not.
Because Twitter is great.
It's brain breaking.
No, it is an amazing. I would pay to use Twitter if they charged me.
Yeah.
It's where I get all my news, all of it.
Yeah, just vignettes of contrived thoughts meant to inspire cheap heat. So the upside of Twitter is what? Like, what happens if you really kill it with a tweet? What do you get?
I laugh a lot.
You laugh a lot.
If I kill it or if I read a tweet that killed it.
All right, Oliver's got two ley lenses opening in, so we're going to be moving on to the backup here in a moment. So that aside, what do you get if you kill it with a tweet? What happens? Maybe it opens up some opportunities in some sideways ways, but for the most part, you're looking at retweets and favorites, which may or may not be positive depending on your appetite for visibility. What happens if your tweet's bad?
Nothing.
Fired? No.
Depends on what you mean by bad.
Lose your job?
Yeah.
like the wrong thing, you're outed as some sort of, creepy
some maniac.
Bad politics or some creepy interest. People can just look it up on your favorites.
It's true.
I curate my favorites much in the same way that I curate my timeline. So there's some amount of, this person said a thing that I like, or I like them and they want some support. Favorite that. That's fine. Give them a little love. But I curate things that are funny to go back and read if I let them sit for 2 months.
Sure.
That's the stuff those are my favorites.
See,
it's like an alternate timeline.
This is why Twitter's great. It's a create your own experience.
Not really.
You can do whatever you want.
No, because you're interacting with a bunch of people.
No, that's not true. That's not true. You choose to interact with a bunch of people. I could have a Twitter and not make a single post and not like a single post or retweet a single post and still have a great time.
You have the option of...
Not me personally.
You have the option of not interacting. That's weird because my mentions are constantly filled with these hooting and winking.
You do that to yourself.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure your mentions are great.
I'm
sure you have great mentions.
You do that to yourself.
I'm sure you have great mentions.
All I'm saying is, you could create a second account.
You had your brain broken once. You shut down your Twitter for a little while. You had a brain breaking experience.
I had a day.
Yeah.
I had a day. All I'm saying is, you can create a Twitter, and if I've always argued that if you have a bad time on Twitter, it's your own fault. It's your own fault. You choose who you follow.
Pretty easy to
You choose how you act. You choose how you act on Twitter. If you have a bad time, that's on you. Connor's having a bad time. This is not his fault.
Okay,
it's not Connor's fault.
Did he not draw for his turn?
Since he's on the play.
Oh, excuse me.
He did not.
Sorry. Excuse me.
You crazy person. What?
Excuse me. How much are we gonna?
I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go.
Ask the people at home. How many of you are really paying attention right now? Is it so bad that I didn't know who was on the play? Who's really locked into this right now? His hand's up on the table. His hand's up on the table. He doesn't care either. He's playing in the match and he doesn't care. Anyhow, that's just certifiably not true. In all seriousness, people are subjected to all sorts of, harassment campaigns and targeted whatever that have nothing to do with who they follow and very little to do with anything they've done.
You can block people and do whatever you want.
Back to the match. Here's a shriek horn from Tomaijko.
Do you want to run play-by-play on this one?
Sure.
Since you never get to run play-by-play.
Flips over a blood gas, plays a wooded foothill. That's a combo with the blood gas. Keeps it around. Extra landfall trigger. Confligate for 0. Get that in the graveyard. Back to Mullay, looking to draw cards that are not in his deck. Sacrifices the Bloodstained Mire. Finds a Blood Crypt. It's 3 damage, knocking Mullay down to 17. Just take it out. Take the round
I kind of. I'm gonna let you Vin Scully this game.
Yeah. Okay.
It's all you. It's all you. I'm taking the game off.
Okay. Cathartic Reunion. Remember, these cards are going to exile. 3 fresh ones. During the upkeep here. Gonna show you Shriekhorn activation. And a Dredge of a Dark Blast. Another Bloodghast off the top there. Tomaijko, slow clock, but not much to worry about. 2 coming across. A gentleman's 2.
I can't do it anymore.
I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I tried. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Back to the action, such as it is.
Tomaijko's playing he's playing a Faithless Looting with flashback. He'll discard 2 cards. Think Queen Imp is 1, Dark Blast is 2. You really tried. You tried. I know you did. You tried.
Gentleman's 2 is one I had. Good. Come on. Come on.
Back to Connor. He's going to play a Cathartic Reunion. These cards will be exiled, as Patrick mentioned previously. Takesy backsies. Actually, nope. Let's keep going. Let's get a good look at Connor's hand. Yeah, there we go. It's good use of the new hand cams. 3 cards. None of them destroy enchantments, let alone 2.
Big narcs along with cards that involve the graveyard.
Stinky is going to dredge for 5. Among those cards is a Creeping Chill, not Shriekmo. I don't know why I thought that. Faithless Looting is in the graveyard. That'll get flashback soon, I'm sure. And we haven't activated old Shrieky. There we go. Toot the horn, Oliver, on your way to the finals. Life in the Loam is 1. Narcomoeba must be so nice. Onto the battlefield. Oliver at 19, Connor at 12. We're actually in the tank here a little bit. Oliver doesn't want to get a little too far ahead of himself.
There is something to be said for it. You don't want to be sloppy while you're winning with this by this much.
No.
It's a bad habit to get into. Plenty of people do it. And even if you lose a match out of 10,000 that way, take your time. What's the rush?
As it were. Nature's Claim. Down goes Leyline.
Step 1.
Connor's at 3.
Next up.
Time shifted or what? You said no, I'm not. Okay, sounds good. Hardcast Creeping Chill. Game.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yes, it is. Oliver Tomaijko wins this game of match over Connor Mullay, 2-0. The